and welcome to The Batch Lady, where I show you how to make fast, simple, homemade meals you can make in advance, put in your freezer and use whenever you want. And today we are making citrus drizzle cake. Absolutely delicious, tangy, zingy, sweet, lovely for this time of year. Lovely warm weather, you can have a slice of it. Nice spring summer recipe. Let's get going. Okay, so for the recipe, you're going to need 3/4 of a cup or 180 grams of butter. You're going to need 1 cup of sugar, 1 2/3 of self-raisин flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, 3 eggs. You need a lemon, a lime, and an orange because we are going citrus blast, okay? So let's get going. What you want to do first is just start adding all your cake ingredients to the bowl, okay? So we're going to add in our flour and our sugar. We're going to add in our butter. Now, if you want, if it's in a one big chunk, you can just sort of cut up your chunks of butter, just so that they actually work a bit easier when you come to giving them a whiz around. You want to add your 3 eggs in. Okay, then you want to add in your teaspoon of baking powder. Just grab my little teaspoon here. I mean, this is a great one if the kids want to do it as well. It's really, really simple, really easy. We are adding in the zest of an orange, a lemon, which I've already done. So I've done my orange and lemon here, and I've zested it, and I'm just going to zest now my lime and get it in there as well. I hate zesting. Anybody else hate zesting? You feel like nothing comes off, but it does, because the zest is full of flavour. Okay, I've zested my lime, and the other zest goes in. Just make sure you get it all out the bowl. And move this to the side. You're going to use these again when it comes to the drizzle, okay? And have we put in everything? Oh, and we need 2 tablespoons of milk go in as well. Now, I'm just going to mix that around, just to mix the wet and dry ingredients together. And then I'm going to use my electric whisk and give it a good whisk up so that all the ingredients actually bind really well together. Okay, let's go. Okay, so it's all mixed together like that, so it looks like normal cake batter. You can already sort of like smell the citrus. Yum, it's lovely. All you want to do now is I've got a 2-pound loaf tin here, and all you want to do is add it in to your cake tin. Now this is going in the oven for 40 minutes at 180, okay? And you just want to make sure that it's not going to catch. If you think it's going to catch, just keep checking it if you need to check as you go along. So 40 minutes, this is going in at 180. You want to use a skewer to check it, just depending on the temperature of your oven and if you've got a fan assisted oven. So you just want to use a skewer and check it maybe sort of at 35 minutes and see how it's doing for your oven, okay? Your skewer should come out clean. So I'm just going to give it a little sort of mix around. There we go. Let's get this in the oven for 40 minutes, and while it's cooking, we'll go on and make our drizzle. Okay, so I've just had a quick clear up, and then I've brought you over to the hob to show you how to make the drizzle, okay? So all you're going to need is a saucepan and a little spoon for mixing. I'm just going to use this little 1/2 cup spoon because I'm going to measure out my sugar anyway. So you're going to need a 1/2 cup of sugar, okay? 1/2 cup of sugar goes in. And then the zest of the orange and the lemon, remember you zested them to put them in the cake. We want to use the juice of these now. I'm not going to use the lime, it makes it just too citrusy. It's like a citrus blast, so I'm just going to leave the lime out. So just cut your orange and your lemon in half, and then let's give them a good squeeze in a juicer. Right, all juiced. And all you want to do now is add that juice, and I put in the little bits as well. Waste not, want not. Just add it to your pan, and now you can get it on the heat. Use my spoon. Just put it on the heat And this is what's going to make the lovely drizzle that goes over the top of the cake. So when the cake comes out the oven, we're going to put some holes in it while the cake is still warm and pour the drizzle over it. We'll come back and see what that looks like. But at the moment, you're just melting the sugar. So you'll be able to hear on the bottom of the pan that granulated noise, so you know it's not melted yet. Just stand over it. It's only going to take a couple of minutes just stirring, and eventually those granules are going to disappear. I'm going to take it off the heat to the side and we'll come back and see the cake once it's finished. Okay guys, my cake is out the oven. Look at that. Now I can lift it up because I took it out about 10 minutes ago, but it's still hot, okay? My cake is still warm. That's what you want. You want to take it out the oven, and while it's still hot, you want to just put a few holes in it. Use a skewer if you can. I've got a little knife here, but just make a few little holes, because you then want to take this citrus drizzle, which is in your pan, and you want to drizzle it across the whole cake. And you want it to be able to go inside the cake, not sort of go around all the edges. Now, I'm going to leave that to cool like that. Once it's completely cool, and I mean very cool, I'm just going to lift it out with my liner. I'm going to wrap it in some cling film, and then you can put it in silver foil, or you can put it in a freezer bag, whatever one that you want, okay? And then whenever somebody comes round, take it out about an hour before someone comes, and you will have this beautiful homemade citrus cake. Delicious. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Please make sure you follow me on social media on @thebatchlady for Facebook and Instagram. See you there.